I don't even think I got the phone line hooked up, but if you call, we're going to work it out. All right. One last topic. One last actual topic. But then I do have something else to kind of get into a little bit. Pause. This story is coming from foxnews.com. You see the man behind us, pause? Dana White. UFC says it won't profit from the White House event that could cost upwards of $60 million from foxnews.com. This year is full of momentous sporting events in the United States, including a first of its kind UFC card at the White House. However, the event scheduled for June 14th will cost the UFC a pretty penny. TKO Group Holdings President and Chief Operating Officer Mark Shapiro spoke about the White House event on a quarterly financial call, during which he said the promotion is expecting a price tag upward of $60 million. TKO Group Holdings is taking on all the costs of the event, which included building an arena on the south lawn of the White House and paying its fighters. The UFC hopes to get at least half of that $60 million back through sponsorships and other avenues, but is still expected to be a big loss. The White House did not immediately respond to a request for comment by Fox News Digital. Shapiro said there are, quote, several current and prospective partners that are pursuing multi-year partnerships, end quote, with TKO that would be inclusive to the White House event. It isn't a surprise to TKO or the UFC that the price tag is so high. The promotion's CEO Dana White previously said it would be one of his most expensive events in history. Mr. Dana White right here. Listen, man. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know there was supposed to be a UFC fight at the White House. They said they are building a venue on the South Lawn. They're building an arena, building an arena on the South Lawn of the White House. They have to build an arena, fam. And then are they knocking it down, or is there going to be a permanent UFC ring arena on the South Lawn of the White House? $60 million and you about to take a loss? Why are you doing this fight? For that, bro, I hope this arena, you can see the actual White House behind them, and it should be outside. Other than that, I always say this. Why do we care about the location that teams play if we can't see the outside atmosphere and landscape? Other than that, it's pointless to the fans, specifically the ones that are home watching. But even if you are there at the arena, you're inside of an arena. You can't see the White House outside this place. You see what I'm saying? So what is the point is my question. What's the point of fighting on the White House lawn, building an arena and taking this loss if you know you're not going to profit? Is it just to get the brand name out there like that? Now, we already talked about UFC and Dana White spending $20 million for the production of a UFC fight at the Sphere in Las Vegas. He said $20 million. He said nearly 10 times as much it would cost for me to produce a regular UFC fight. So now, that was 10 times. This is about 30 times as much as you pay on the regular. 30 times more, and you want to take a loss. $60 million to produce this. I don't know what Dana White is thinking, what's going on, but here's the thing. I've never gotten to the point to where I appreciate MMA. I could watch it if it's free somewhere, but I've never felt like, oh man, I can't wait to see these fighters. I'm paying for this fight and host a fight party for MMA, UFC. I've never done that. So if you're doing this to gain a bigger audience or something like, I know you ain't, maybe I ain't in your part of your audience, which I imagine I'm definitely not. You're not looking to market towards African-American men 35 to 44. Okay, cool. That's fair. But I think this is crazy. Like, for you to be taking that much of a loss or spend that much money, $60 million for a fight on the White House lawn, or on the White House property, you better be trying to get money from everybody, including black men 35 to 44. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. But anyway, do you think it's cool? Do you think it's worth it for Dana White and the UFC to spend $60 million to have a fight at the White House? Have you even heard about it? Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-46